What's up, beautiful people? Walk on. No. I want to do a green screen. I'm trying to do a green screen. Let me see. We never know. Say YouTube can do green screen. YouTube would like to access their photos. The last, this lets you upload media. All right. Okay. We have green screen over here, so I never know. So we can't do green screen here, so. YouTube turned up. YouTube is turned up. Limited access. I mean limited access. I'm trying to access my I photo to your camera roll to get started. Oh, I'm just checking these to see what are some of the things I can do. Or that. Oh, okay. Okay. Retouch on. And this is green screen. I don't know how to get the green screen. Anyway, guys, I want to just jump on to talk a little bit because I've not been up here in a while. So, breaking news, Jamaica has updated as an updated travel advisory. So, the other day, one of the ministers went to Jamaica, and I think that was an impact, or that was a positive impact, because right now the advisory is at level 2 instead of level 3, right? And we're going to read what level 2 mean. I think the highest level is 4, and we were at level 3 for a while, up to March of this month. Not March, but up to March of this month we were at level 3. So I think they recently updated it on the USCIS website. I mean travel, what may I say, USCIS, travel.state.gov. So let's look at it real quick. And it said travel advisory May 2029, Jamaica level 2, exercise increase caution. So with the fact that this is let me find something else. No, I'm gonna read it, but we need to look at something else too. All right, so it says, hold on. So yes. So it was a level 3, but now it is a level 2. Some areas have increased risk. Okay, so this is saying reissued after periodic review and a change in level. Some areas have increased risk, and it said consider crime and limited medical services. Right? So basically they're saying if you're going to Jamaica, you need to think about the crime and the limited medical services. And I think it's the same thing when you're going to other countries too. Anyway, Lois, how are you? It says, or Loy, it says, do not travel to high crime areas described below. And here's a description. While violent crime decreased in Jamaica since 2024, it's still high throughout the country. And since today or yesterday, I saw where they found a baby that was missing. I think it's a 9-year-old. They found the corpse in a car. Lord Jesus, Mr. May I go get to that. Anyway, it says the homicide rate reported by the government of Jamaica is among the highest in the Western Hemisphere. Still among the highest. They're talking about armed robberies and SEXUAL assaults. That's common. They're also talking about, they said that the U.S. Embassy employees are prohibited from using public buses or from driving between cities at night. Kizzy, what's up? Oh, this. Oh my gosh, really, Kizzy? What a wicked people woman do if I saw you go. I'm gonna look into it in a few minutes. All right, medical care. So I'm talking about the travel advisor, which is now a level 2 instead of a level 3. U.S. citizens should not expect the same level of healthcare available in Jamaica as is available in the U.S. And it's also talking about slower emergency service response time, less availability of care for illnesses. Wow, so that's what they're saying in the streets. Sometimes them say if you no go so, it go near so. If you no go so, it go near so, yeah. Alright, then it says US citizens should bring extra prescription medication as common medications such as insulin can be difficult to obtain. They're also saying that they highly recommend that you buy travel insurance. Me buy travel insurance before when me a travel, and me never happen like differently. Me bag the tear up and mash up and pop up and me never get no compensation. So me don't know if it makes sense to buy travel insurance. Anyway, that's what they're recommending. Alright. So they're also saying that the Department of State does not pay medical bills. Also, they're telling you if you're on Medicare and Medicaid, that does not apply in Jamaica. And it says, overseas. And it says, most hospitals and doctors overseas do not accept health insurance, right? And they're telling you that ambulance from overseas to the US can be an amount of about 30,000 to 50,000 US. They're also telling you to read the country's information page. Now let's get back to Jamaica and why it is now a level 2. These are some things that they're asking you or they're telling you. Do not attempt to bring firearm or ammunition. This includes stray rounds, shells, empty casings. The penalties for carrying a firearm or ammunition, even by mistake, are severe and can include long prison sentences. Thanks for the like. Then it says, avoid walking or driving at night. And that's for the tourists then. Like if you're from Jamaica and you're going back, I don't think that applies to you. But you still have to be careful anyways, you know. Avoid public buses, avoid remote places. Do not physically resist any robbery attempt. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep a low profile. Visit the website for high-risk areas. Now, this is what they're telling you. I don't know how many people do this when they go to Jamaica. If you're a U.S. citizen and you're going to Jamaica, right? They have a program that's called STEP. Yes, me know, so me gonna talk about that too, where they intercept the weapons. Oh my gosh, me gonna talk about that too, Kizzy. Prepare a plan for emergency situations. Oh yeah, the program is called STEP, and when you enroll in that program, they said you can receive messages and alerts from the U.S. Embassy, and which make it easier in case of an emergency. They can locate you in case of an emergency. All right, so they did say level 4, like some areas of Jamaica where it said do not travel. Due to the risk, U.S. government employees working in Jamaica are prohibited from traveling to certain areas. But even if you live in Jamaica, you're not going to travel a certain area neither. If you're even living in Jamaica, you are not going to travel to certain areas, because I would not, listen, certain areas me wouldn't travel to if me live in Jamaica. Because you already know you can't go to the area there. Alright? Especially if you're not nobody in that the area there. You cannot go there. You cannot cross it. You cannot cross it. Anyways, some of the areas that they're saying I travel, I risk: St. Anne's Parish, Stairtown, and Bucklefield neighborhood near Ocharias. You never know a name so. St. Catherine Parish, Spanish Town, Central Village, areas within Portmore, including Nago's Head, Newland, Old Bray, and Portmore Lane, Gregory Park, and Waterford. Clarendon Parish, all of Clarendon Parish except going through Clarendon Parish using the 11 and A2 highway. I saw them do it. St. Elizabeth Parish, Vineyard District Community, between the communities of Salt Spring and Burnt Savannah, St. Elizabeth. Hanover Parish, Lagwood and Orange Bay. What? St. James Parish is the inland side of the A1 highway and the Queen's Drive from Sanson to Harmony Beach. Kingston and St. Andrew, Cassava Peace, that are Movado place, you know. Duhaney Park, Grand Spend, that are Grand Spend a few places again. Jashi place, that you know. Standpipe, me know a few places that. Solofield, Ellison Falls, Augustown, that are a few places that. Augustown. Bob Marley, Downtown Kingston, Mountain View Adana Place, Agley Park Road, south of Halfway Tree and Old Hope Road, Downtown Kingston, Arnett Gardens, Cockburn Pen, Cockburn Gardens. Wait, no, Cockburn Pen it did name. I when the name change. Olympic Gardens, Seaview Gardens, Trenchtown. Oh, Trenchtown a Bob Marley place. Tivoli Gardens. Ever since me I grew up, me hear say Tivoli Gardens bad. Me never been there. But you know, so me have this cousin who used to live at Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli Gardens. I think she passed. Anyway, Manchester, Mirror, Greenville, and Greyground neighborhoods of Mandeville. St. Thomas, Black Lane neighborhood in Seaford, Grand Spen, Church Corner neighborhood near Yallas, town of Yallas, except when driving through the main highway. You know, so I'm not go to Jamaica since the main highway built up though. Trelawney, Clarkstown. Now let's get down to Westmoreland. Russia community in Savannah Lamar. The southeastern quadrant of Savannah Lamar, east of Darling Street, south of A2 Highway, Barracks Road, Morgan Bay, Kings Valley, and Whitehall, Betheltown, and Betheltown, and Red Ground neighborhoods in Negril. Alright, so they had 4 main advisory levels. The highest level is level 4. And it said, do not travel. Then they have level 3. It said, reconsider travel. Meaning if you're going to go, you need to reconsider to see if you really want to go. Level 2, it means you still should exercise increased caution. Right? And level 1 mean you exercise normal precaution. So right now, I want to big up Jamaica because Jamaica is now at level 2. It's not at level 3 where it's a reconsider travel. Neither is it at level 4 where it's a do not travel. Any other information you want, you go on the travel.state.gov website. And as I said, if you are a foreigner, you can register with the STEP program. And this STEP program is Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. And that will help you receive messages and alerts from the U.S. Embassy. And it will make it easier for them to locate you in case of an emergency and you need their help if you're a U.S. citizen. Alright, so once again, big up to Jamaica. Me want to say, me not care what nobody want to say. Me just want to say big up to Andrew Holness, cause boy might do a lot. He is doing a lot, a lot, a lot. He might do a lot. Me not care when nobody wants to say. I missed one video with Andrew Holness, so me I go play, but I also want to look at one of the breaking news where they said some weapons, firearms intercepted at the port of entry. So this is the deputy prime minister, minister of national security, Dr. Horace Chang. He confirmed not one, not two, not 50, not 100, not 150, not even 200, but 233, as we Jamaican say, 233 illegal firearm were being smuggled into the country, and they were intercepted at one of the nation's port. Wow. The bus includes 74 rifles and 159 handguns, as well as over 40,000 rounds of ammunition. The seizure is believed to be one of the country's largest GUN finds in history. What? Can you imagine if them never bust this year? Mirror. Can you imagine if they never chucked this year? Anyway, Chang made the disclosure at the post-cabinet press conference on Thursday at the office of the Prime Minister. He attributed the crackdown on illegal weapons entering the country to increase the scanning of ports and the coordinated effort between the Jamaica Customs Agency and local security forces. Good call. He said, this is what Dr. Chang said. He said, we intercepted 233 firearms coming into the country. Several credit to increased scanning at our ports. And again, it is the Prime Minister who introduced the Director of the Commission of Customs, as well as part of the National Security Council, and has the customs working closely in tandem with our security forces, applying all their knowledge and security, as well as the responsibility for the customs area to intercept those who seek to disrupt our society. Wow. So Dr. Chang is saying that amount of firearms can equip a company of soldiers. And I think a company, how much again? 3 companies, what? 3 platoon? Me used to know then something with me in the cadet force. I don't remember there again. Anyway, a company of soldiers that going on our streets is designed to create mayhem. May go check out how much is a company again. He said investigations are ongoing, so they don't lock up nobody. They don't lock up nobody. He said investigations were ongoing as the security forces strive to track down. Oh, they're trying to track down the individuals who's responsible. All right. Anyway, he went on to say these organizers are worse than the SHOOTERS. They must be taken off the street. That's so much like he said the level or the amount is gonna distort the society, and he's saying that must be stopped. Prime Minister Andrew Holness joined Chang in issuing a stern warning, and this you can hear Andrew Holness' voice now. I want to pause here to make an appeal to our Jamaicans overseas that those who are here collaborating in the importation of illegal weapons, we will find them. We will find you, and we are serious. More hear this. Me like you when he said something here. Anyway, meanwhile, the Prime Minister also highlighted the progress that the country has made with a 43% reduction in MURDERS, and that is one of the reasons why Jamaica is now a level 2 travel advisory. Uno, please don't make it go back to level 3. Uno, please don't make it reach to level 4. So I think Andrew Holness is doing a good job in terms of putting different strategies in place to clamp down on these illegal things. And that's my opinion. Right? And Andrew further went on to say that when you look at the statistics, the last time that we were low, it was in 1991, and that was almost 35 years ago. So it is an amazing achievement by any measure that we have managed to achieve this. My glasses are still nice and good. This is not by chance. It is a result of strategic and unprecedented investment in national security, as so Andrew talking of. Since 2016, this administration has invested 87 billion in security. So we are investing roughly 9 billion in security each year. So that is what the Prime Minister had to say, and that scenario where they intercepted how much? 233 illegal firearms. That was a good save. You understand? So they are continuing to do their investigation, and hopefully during their investigation we will get some answers. You know? Yes, master. So I saw where I never like to talk about it, you know. When anything will come on to kids get affected, me feel a way, man. Me feel a way. Me not like it. Me not like hear them something there. But 1021, you know, hear the EPA stipulation when they give us cartel for performing at Trinidad. You know, said the other day me hear some people say some things, and me not try to tap on nobody can't talk, but you never know say Trinidad they are not too like Jamaican. How well who no did that? Make me take time talk, make me whisper. You never know. Say Trinidadian people don't like Jamaican. Okay then. Okay then. You go and go think about that. Most, that's one country we don't like Jamaicans. Allegedly. Dr. Love would say allegedly. Hey, what's up? What you do? Me? Yeah. Yeah, dig down in that already. Yeah. John, turn that down. We can't talk. Turn that down. Excuse me. Forgot to be there for YouTube. Anyways, yes. I'm telling you. So let me see what else I can. What else I said I was gonna talk about? The little boy who they couldn't find.
That's sad.
That is sad, but then they find him in the what do I call it? Decay body? A decay? I don't know if a decay are the right word. Oh my god. Me have one video with not with it though, but with the people that I talk about it. Alright, let's continue this. It's a decomposing body of a young person found in the car in Portmore. So the person went missing. Make we hear what them I say. Oh, they not saying nothing. They were just looking at the car. The car looked like it's off the It never have no tire. It depends so what you call it, rim or whatever. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I think what happened was they were smelling the foul smell, and the police was called. Let me see if me see it in the observer. I know it was in there yesterday, but me no know how to go back. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh. That is so sad. Let me see if I can find an article about it. But basically, one of my sister just said it's allegedly said the mother is to be blamed. I don't know. I don't know at all. Alright, since me can't find that, me go do something else. Oh, they also had a massive gun find at Kingston. Oh, at Kingston, them find it. Kingston warehouse. And that them I talk about. Oh yeah, at Kingston they find it. Okay. In the other news, them never really tell where it was found. But this one I say in a Kingston, the Jamaica Gleaner. Okay, so let's do some more positive news. It says, Port Royal to be designated World Heritage Site. Culture Minister Olivia Grange has indicated that Port Royal in Kingston is set to be a designated World Heritage Site. And she spoke on Wednesday at a floral tribute of Prime Minister Edward Seaga, the 95th anniversary. But Olivia Grange said the designation is to be done in July. Have you ever been to Port Royal? Oh my God, I went to Port Royal one time, and it was an epic experience. Jamaica has nominated Port Royal to be added to the World Heritage list. Grange said she was informed by the World Heritage Center that an evaluation team has recommended that the nomination be accepted. The minister described the news as another win for Jamaica. Love you too, son. She said it was always the news, also the news that Mr. Seaga would be proud to hear, as his administration of the 1980s had proposed 3 Jamaican sites, including Port Royal, to the World Heritage List. The town once had the enclave of pirates grew to become the most important trading post and the most affluent town in the New World. It became known as both the richest and the wickedest city in the West, if not the whole world. Say what? Oh no, listen, some history lesson right now. At the height of the immense wealth in the 17th century disaster struck. I have one next one in my book bag. In my book bag. I don't know my book bag there. In June 7, 1692, an earthquake caused 2/3 of Port Royal to sink in the sea. Remarkably, 332 years ago, it was a well-preserved site that captures life as it was being lived in Port Royal at that time. They say it was the wickedest, that's why I probably sing. Grange said that the World Heritage Site designation, along with current presence of the cruise ship pier, would seriously enhance Port Royal's Jamaica's culture and heritage tourism. So I went to Port Royal one time. Jordan, you need to go to Port Royal. They had to I think the time when I went, they had to go on a boat. Like you catch a little boat and catch a bigger boat, and the bigger boat carry you over to Port Royal. At that time I was, John, you know something, almost that turn one soldier, but it never work out.
Yeah, you told me.
Yes, that at that time when I went, I was an officer in the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force, and I went on a trip with the Jamaica Defense Force over to Port Royal. It was like a picnic and stuff. It was fun. Anyways, those were some great times. I had a good time living in Jamaica. I don't know why some people don't love Jamaica. Well, me know why. But we used to have a good time living in Jamaica, man. Me love my country. Alright, so let's see what else. Let me see what else I want to talk about before me jump off. Alright, yes, I said I had a video with Andrew Olness. He was in I think he went to St. Elizabeth, and he was talking to the people them. Wait, Tony Mataran still live? Tony Mataran was live a while ago, and he was talking about a hotel program to Saudi Arabia. So he said that I think it's out of outrageous for all Jamaicans who interested. I think he says $750 a month, but you have to pay. But that not worth it, because if you pay $2,000, he say you pay $2,000. Well, he said 2,100. Can say the $100 for him fee for a promote. So you pay $2,000, but then 6 months. It's for 6 months, and it's $750 a month. You they gonna barely make back your money, man. Cause 7 trees are 21, so for 3 months you're not gonna make no money. Cause for 3 months you have to try and make back your money. But I think he said they tip well, and he was telling people like a few things to do. I don't know if him serious or if him a joke. I don't know. It sound like he's serious, but why then it sound like a joke thing? So I don't know, cause somebody says sitting on it over there, I tell them to go ask their mother. So I don't know, yeah, man. So me just jump off of the live. Anyways, 10 touring a one. You know, here said them have Caribbean Airlines is gonna fly from Fort Lauderdale to Montego Bay. So if you're staying in Fort Lauderdale, yes, then you can take Caribbean Airlines to Montego Bay. Somebody in the comment section said bring back Air Jamaica. Somebody said, call me when you bring back the cooked food. Remember back in the days I used to travel on Air Jamaica. Oh my goodness. Especially if you travel on a Sunday, you would get your rice and peas and chicken and your plantain. They used to give what happened to those days when they give such good food on the airline? Mister, you used to get your good food, your good food. Your lovely dinner. If you travel Sunday evening, you get your dinner. If you're traveling at the morning, you get breakfast. Oh my gosh. Some people say they like the idea. Others like, they say Caribbean. I don't know. I never gonna say that. So it's just from Montego Bay to Fort Lauderdale. We're video with Andrew Wellness. Anyways, I'm not gonna be up here too long. Let me see what Tony Matarana said. I hope you're not cussing for bad word, you know.
Still at that, I'm going to put up the things here exactly how much hours. If my calculations are right and they're not doing a visa, you're gonna fly from Mobile to either Zurich, which is Switzerland, or you're going to fly to Istanbul, which is Turkey. One of them countries that we don't need visa for Jamaicans to go. And then once you get there, from there to Saudi Arabia is going to be another, it's going to take 11 hours to there, so. And then you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, give or take 6. So another 6 hours from there, if so much, to Saudi Arabia. So you're pretty much will leave Jamaica, say, tonight, and tomorrow, in the morning, the afternoon, you'd have reached, say, Istanbul, and then
somebody
you fly out.
said they go to Turkey and they had to have
same
a
time,
visa.
about a 2 hours delay, 3 hours layover. And then within another 7 hours, 6 hours, you're going to be in Saudi Arabia.
You're not so far. You didn't go so far, go work, master. Too far, brother.
Where said Diamond 45? You went to Turkey and you had to use a visa. Well, not Turkey then. That's why I'm trying to remember which one of them. I think Zurich, them don't need visa, but you have a couple of places in the over in the European region, like the southern part of Europe, where the Jamaicans don't need a visa.
True.
To go.
It's a lot of places Jamaicans
they might be
don't
going
need visa to go.
one of them places and then connect to. But never get the flight info and all of that. But me definitely sure the people with the route that they're gonna be taking, flying you to Saudi Arabia, you don't need visa to go.
So it's a work program
You understand?
for people who
whatever route they're gonna take. Because couple countries there in another region there, Turkey, Istanbul, them side, where don't really need visa. And there are flights from Jamaica to those places, but not from Kingston, from Montego Bay. So we're going to have that in play. I'm going to have all those information for the people that were interested. We have them 2,100. Don't leave out my 100. And hence, you get selected for the work program. Bam. Within a minute, you're gone to Saudi Arabia. Just when you reach Saudi Arabia, thou shall not smoke no weed, don't do no nakedness, the loud outbursts, don't shit in a plate, and you're alright. Eat your food, come back home by Christmas. Nice. And if January morning come, and you feel like Jamaica fuck up, and why not now go on from me down, so go back over there. Yeah, Rona, I think Turkey need visa, but you have a couple places neighboring Turkey where don't need visa. And I think that's the route that the flight is going to take. I'm going to find out the route of the flight, but definitely you're not going to need a visa to go. You just need your passport to go on the plane and passport pictures. So you enlist in the work program because you're going there to work.
So you bring
you're working at a 5-star hotel.
And it's the
as
hotel
a waitress,
program.
a waiter, a receptionist, one of them things there. A cook, a chef. And while you're there, you can network. Meet people and so forth. And you can save your money because you're going to get tips at the hotels. More like.
Alright, so that's Tony Mataran promoting a job thing to Saudi Arabia. He said he will have more information on his page. So, I need one of these juicers. We need a slow juicer. I would want the name. Cause you know if you buy the name brand one, them you know, cause buy the name brand one, them is for arm and a leg. This is Curvin's. Alright, this stuff is $700. Somebody buy me one juicer now. This is for $700. Me need one of them good juicer here. Me have one, but in a juicy thing them so good. You got your bed?
No, me.
Alright, me think me I go take jump off for this. Everything. Oh, this is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. What the matter about?
You mentioned innocent.
Oh, this is Dr. Kevin Blake. I saw, wait, let me find this first. I saw where he was saying that they need to reduce, okay, he said, we need to reduce the number of MURDERS, and how do we do that? All right, he said in that 1400 MURDERS, the annual average, there are some guys that are called the repeated offenders. Then you have the one who KILL the first time. Then you have the one who the second time is easier. The third time is much easier, and the fourth time they like it, and the fifth time is an addiction. Right? No. If you forget this, you know that they are sending back some Jamaicans to they are deporting Jamaicans, right? Some Jamaicans. I think 107. And Dr. Horace Chang, who is the Minister of National Security, he said the government continues to monitor the matter carefully and remain in direct communication with our counterparts in the U.S. and the other jurisdictions. Jamaica, like other sovereign nations, is obligated under international laws to accept the return of its citizens who are subject to deportation. I don't know if no video there with the deportation proceedings. Let me see. I know Canada. Why does that show me Canada? I forgot, see, hurricane season not come up. Alright, so we're gonna listen to the Dr. Kevin Blake to hear what he has to say. Alright.
And are making claims about a killer squad in the security forces. Could you respond to those claims, please?
You mentioned inner squad. I don't know from where that comes, right? But that's absolutely not how we operate. We have no such thing. As a matter of fact, the JCF of today, if you notice, there's no one individual, there's no one formation, there's no one name. The name brand policing era has gone. What you hear is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Thank you. Secondly, I went at length in one of my articles to outline the various oversight bodies around the JCF. And I must say that we probably have the largest number of oversight body in any police organization in this side of the world. It means, therefore, the things that sometimes people say, it defies logic. It defies logic. We just have a seizure of 233 weapons, over 40,000 rounds of ammunition and counting. I don't know what we think those things were for. This is what my men and women are up against every single day.
True.
Every single day. We have a country where year after year we have over 1,000 people murdered on our streets. These are the guys with the brains that tell them that it is good to murder someone on camera in broad daylight.
Wow.
These are the same guys using the same brain when we tell them, if we are coming for you, lay your weapons down. But it surprised some of us sometimes that these persons would not turn the weapons against members of the security force. And so I find it difficult for us not to understand what is logical and quickly push something that is as illogical as that. With the level of oversight that exists within the JCF, even if we had the intention of doing what some people say we would do, and when you look at the results of these investigations, then it's either those oversight bodies not doing their job, or the situation that is painted is not exactly as it is. And this sometimes forms a significant distraction to my men and women when they are out there facing these individuals on a daily basis. And we have to be careful when we say these things, because at the end of the day, there's a thing that we call self-preservation. And when you get police in self-preservation mode, it is the citizens who suffer.
True.
Because if every time you are up against these individuals, these hardened criminals, who are not afraid to murder a 9-year-old, and then you become the victim every time, then the next time when you are to respond, that is in the back of your mind. It is hard work.
True.
It is hard work to remove that level of doubt from my members, to give them the confidence to go out there and face these challenges every day. And so we can't do without that type of narrative. Thank you very much.
Word. All right, so make we see what else.
Pass the ball back there. Why, bro?
Let's see what else we're going to talk about. We did want to talk about the let's see. Who is this Dennis Chang me seen at the news? Proper selection process was followed in appointment of Dennis Chang. Let me see. I don't know who this. What am I talking about?
Of the media in relation to that appointment. Every single senior appointment in government goes through a process. There is a process that we go through. The position is advertised, individuals apply, there is a panel that's put together that shortlists candidates, and then there is an interview process that takes place, and there is scoring. The members of the committee score each of the persons, and then they make a selection. So there is a process that would have been followed, and from all the information I've been given, that process was followed. And so, we may have issues or not, and some people are celebrating the appointment, some are not. But the reality is that as government, we have put in place particular systems, especially in the hiring of senior government officials, and those processes were followed. If you have some...
Okay, so I guess they're saying that somebody was appointed. Dennis Chung was appointed something. I don't know, I never know what this or them talk about. But they're saying that allegedly that the proper selection process was not followed. But everybody knows that in everything it is what you call it, who you know and who know you and who can vouch for you and who can pull string and all of that. But anyway, I saw it in go. Guys, I am so tired. Every woman talk. talk to one madman like this. Jamaica versus Guatemala, June 10. Alright guys, big up on yourself. This is Ladybeofficial. If you're new, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload another video. And I'm so sleepy. Good night.